Now, welcome to another news from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes.
Nope.
All right, let's get right into it. What do we got today?
First, we have Oscar Isaac. He did a promotional video for the Galactic Starcruiser. So he got in there, he did his little PR thing, looked around the ship, walked around, and, the video, coincidentally, seems to be coming out when we're getting a lot of negative feedback about things like the high price tag, the high cost of small upgrades or bonus items like $20 for an alcoholic beverage.
Isn't there like a $10,000 or $20,000 room?
There is a $20,000. Yeah. That's probably the room that Han and Leia stayed in.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that in the video. I
can only imagine.
Yeah.
And also complaints about the shuttle being a souped-up moving van.
A souped-up movie, that's two things
I mean, it looks okay from the inside, and that's all that matters. Wouldn't it be cool, though, if you're driving around and you're like, hey, there goes the Starcruiser shuttle, and it looks kind of more like a shuttle?
They could have done something to the outside, I think, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like the hotel is trying to prove that the price tag is, worth the money. I mean, I hope it is, but from an outside perspective, it just doesn't look like it. Like I said, we obviously haven't been there, but looking from the outside at what it is and seeing videos and stuff, to me it doesn't look like it's worth that high price tag.
And you're someone who was really excited about this.
I still want to go, but they need to find a way to make it cheaper so that people can afford to go and have a great time. I mean, minimal, I think you're spending $5,000. Maximum, you're at $20,000 plus.
Well, I mean, with drinks and if you want to buy anything, we were seeing some of the prices on some of the things in there. And nothing is cheap. I mean, no surprise there. One
particular comment that Mr. Isaac there made sticks out like it's trying to validate the hotel. He says, looks like the set I was on. I don't see any seams anywhere. So it feels a bit strange, like, where are the cameras?
Well, I mean, he's really trying to... I can only imagine how much they paid him to come there and say that. Probably enough to afford a night at the
definitely.
Hotel. But that's about it.
Well, he's also famous, so he kind of got to try whatever he wants to. I mean, not everyone on board is going to get to do the lightsaber training. They can only do 15 people at a time. The Pazak table, not tables, table.
Table, yeah.
There's one, it seats 4. I mean, it's going to be rough to do everything. Even some of the other videos we saw said, oh, my other group members got to go do this, but I went and did this. And I don't like to go to something and not think I don't have access to everything I want to do or everything I think I want to do.
That's what I've seen a lot of reviews saying. There's this fear of missing out where you always feel like something is going on and you're missing it and you can't get the whole experience that you want to get out of it.
Another thing that they have going for it, I guess, the hotel does offer you, I think you get skip passes for the 2 attractions in Galaxy's Edge.
Well, you better get something for that kind of money.
You kind of get the lightning skip pass, I think. Normally, I think those cost $20.
Yeah, where you can just go past everybody else waiting in line, and I'm sure they don't get mad at you at all when they see you going right in after waiting in line for an hour or anything.
Well, one thing that makes me sad with the Galaxy's Edge is that Olga's Cantina, where the DJ droid is, and it's supposed to be the cool place to go visit and have a drink and just absorb the atmosphere. They take reservations, and it's I think I read $40 or something to get a reservation to go into this cantina to sit and have a drink, which I'm sure you get to pay for as well.
Yeah, I'm sure you get to pay another $20, $25 per drink or more.
Because it's the only sit down eating establishment in there. The other one is more like a take order at the counter, get your food. It's more like a standard Disney experience for eating.
Yeah, I just don't know about this. I mean, I know Disney wants to make money on Star Wars. That's why they bought it, and I don't entirely begrudge them that, but this just is so much for what they want to claim is the ultimate Star Wars experience. Star Wars is supposed to be, it's something for anybody who, wants to get into it, and this is a very exclusive thing. That's the most disappointing part about it for me. This is something, only a very few people with money can ever really do feasibly, and it's, I've talked about it before. I don't have a problem with them, merchandising and doing all these things, but when you're literally offering a $10,000 vacation when for the room, getting there, everything else involved, $10,000 for this 2 nights.
And it's so expensive.
That's what I'm saying.
That if I was, and we've talked about, if I was taking a vacation to Florida to go to Disney and all that, I'd want more than 2 nights because I want to go to more than just Disneyland and Galaxy's Edge. I want to go to Epcot. I want to go to Animal Kingdom. I want to go to... There's other Disney parks all right there that you can, get a hopper pass and cluster into, which means you have to get more nights at a separate hotel.
So, a separate hotel, and then you're going to spend even more money after you've spent the $10,000 on the 2 nights, in the Star Wars hotel. Just, I don't know. It just doesn't sit right, I think, is the problem. It's not so much that until you actually go there, who knows how good or bad it is. Everybody's going to have their own take. Everybody's going to give their own reviews, and we can, people are going to love it and some people are going to hate it, whatever. But
yeah.
But I just think it just doesn't sit well with me that a $10,000 hotel or $20,000 room in this hotel, and it's just like, come on, this isn't Star Wars.
I know.
But no, I mean, the Disney era of Star Wars has really tried to preach, Star Wars is for everybody. We want it to be a welcoming experience for anybody, which is great. I've made the distinction. You can make something for anybody. Don't try to make it for everybody. But if you want to make something like this, it should be for everybody who wants to go there, right? It should be
accessible.
It should be
something
accessible.
That everyone can actually afford.
Yeah, I mean, you always talk about what separates us as a society, color, race, really, sexuality, all these things. But this just proves what it really separates us is wealth.
The dollar bill.
Right? It doesn't matter how big of a Star Wars fan you are. It doesn't matter where you come from. If you don't have the money, you're not going to be able to do this. So, I don't know.
All right, should we move on to another piece of story today?
Well, yeah, let's move on from this.
Okay, so we've got something for the rumor mill today. There is a rumor of another cameo for Kenobi, Qui-Gon Jinn.
That shouldn't be a rumor. That should be 100% happening.
It should be fact. It might be fact. We shall see.
The first thing you should have done once you had Ewan McGregor on board was make the call.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, we don't know if it'll be like just voice, or if he'll actually show up in person. But I mean, come on, Yoda. At the end of the Clone Wars, when Yoda and Obi-Wan talked for the last time, it was about reaching deeper depths within the Force, like Qui-Gon could.
Yeah.
So why can't we have, instead of Kenobi being a total space action adventure, why can't we have something where he's delving deeper into himself, learning about the Force?
It should be. It should be an introspect. It should be something on a more personal level with Kenobi, not flashy light. That's my opinion. You can, of course, disagree, but it needs to be a personal experience. It needs to enhance the rest of the story, not be this flashy extravaganza set in the middle of these two films just because you can do it, just because you want to sell Disney Plus subscriptions.
Those things sell themselves. They don't need to do that.
Well, for better or worse, they do. But yeah, the first thing you should have done once Ewan McGregor was signed, you call Liam Neeson and you get him involved, because that's really, it needs to be done. And
absolutely,
you don't even need to see him because he can't manifest. We learned that in Clone Wars that he can only manifest his voice. So you don't even need him to physically be there. You need him to record a few lines, and that's it.
Maybe have some wisp of smoke.
Yeah, a little smoke machine, and you're fine, and you got Qui-Gon Jinn.
Maybe he can't manifest himself, but if you reach to his plane, you could see him.
That's possible. We do see him on Mortis. We physically see him on Mortis, and I'm 99% sure that is actually the real Kenobi there.
Yep.
I mean, the real Qui-Gon, of course.
Yes, I believe that is correct.
We know that was the real Kenobi. But yeah, I think just seeing Liam Neeson again back as Qui-Gon would be awesome. And I think we can work out a way that Obi-Wan actually does see him. Like, maybe he connects with him on a deeper level instead of just how Yoda connected with him in Clone Wars. So, but even just a voice has to be in there. It is an absolute must. And if you don't have that, you don't have a Kenobi series. Yeah, I said it.
Right.
Okay, so I think you got one more little piece of non-Star Wars news?
Yes, because I can cover other things.
Okay.
March 16th, I believe I heard the date was. We're going to get the Marvel Netflix shows are all moving to Disney Plus.
Interesting.
Very. I'm kind of excited for that because I really enjoyed a couple of them.
Most of them, I think, were pretty good.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, some of them were a little not as good.
Some of them were a little bit slower stuff, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'll probably rewatch them once they finish the move.
All right, well, I guess that's all we've got for you this time. Now it's your turn. Take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of all this news. Tell us what you think about Kenobi having Qui-Gon Jinn in it. Is it a absolute must or something that doesn't necessarily need to happen? And also tell us what you think about Galaxy's Edge. Just too expensive or what? And also, would you like some more Marvel news thrown in there from time to time? Whatever the case may be, you know what to do. Leave a comment below and let's talk some Star Wars and maybe some Marvel. And until next time, thanks for watching.